Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dina Hype, come back to you guys with a brand new video, and I hope you guys are having a great day so far. In today's video, what you guys are going to be seeing is we're going to be going ahead and covering some information that I haven't actually really talked about in quite a while, and that is going to be some Call of Duty Black Ops 5 information. Now, yes, I have been covering Modern Warfare information here over the past couple of months, but I have made some videos in the past on Black Ops 5, and you're probably saying, Modern Warfare hasn't even come out yet. We're still about 2 weeks out, yes, on Modern Warfare. Exactly 2 weeks out at the time I'm recording this. But Black Ops 5 is probably going to be the game made next year. So that's why we're just going to go ahead and classify it as Black Ops 5. And since Treyarch is going to be the developers behind making the game, that's why we're kind of covering this information. But today what we're going to be doing is, apparently there's been some leaked news stating that Call of Duty Black Ops 5, or just the development of the Call of Duty in 2020, is right now in a poor state for whenever it comes to developing the game. So we are going to be covering all the information that we have so far here in today's video. So if you guys want to go ahead and stay tuned until the end of the video so you guys can figure out everything, I'd be very much appreciated if you guys did so. And also, if you guys going to enjoy, do not forget to drop a like. And also, if you guys are brand new to the channel and want to go ahead and stay up to date with any future content that I do post here, you guys can go ahead and hit that background subscribe button, and make sure you guys hit that little notification bell so you guys can stay notified every single time I post. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into things. Now, if you guys want to read all the information for yourself, the link to all the info will be down in the description. So if you guys want to read everything down there, feel free to do so. But to start off here, it says the development of the Call of Duty 2020 release is apparently in turmoil after reportedly being taken over by Treyarch, who are now required to rush the game within only 2 years of their latest title. Now, for any of you who kind of missed out on any of the previous information that has been, I guess you could say, already covered within the previous months, Call of Duty in 2020 was initially supposed to be taken over by Sledgehammer Games. As you guys would probably know with the cycle, it is Sledgehammer Games, then Treyarch, then Infinity Ward. That's kind of like the cycle. It's just those three developers, they kind of just cycle through making the game. This year it was Infinity Ward, last year was Treyarch, which means Sledgehammer would be going on right now in the year coming. But if it just wasn't, I guess you could say Activision didn't like what they were doing. There was weird, it was just a very weird idea of what Sledgehammer was trying to go for with their Call of Duty game, and Activision just revoked their privileges of even working on this game anymore. So what they said is, here Treyarch, we're going to go ahead, and since Infinity Ward is working on their game, we're not going to go out and look for a fourth developer or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and say, here, you guys take over for the game. If you need any help or just anything supervising wise, you guys can have Sledgehammer Games help you with the game, but they are in no control of this game. You guys are the main masterminds behind it. And everybody is still at this point saying Black Ops 4 is so terrible, but you do have to think, here over the past couple years, these developers have usually had at least 3 years to develop a game. Right now they are working on keeping Black Ops 4 alive and just somewhat relevant, as they are trying to design a brand new Call of Duty game for the next year or the year coming here. So it's a very tough job. But now, getting back into the information that you guys are caught up on everything. While the majority of the COD community gears up for the October 25th in the release of Modern Warfare, some fans are casting their minds forward to the game that will succeed Infinity Ward's upcoming installment. Now, there is obviously limited news regarding COD 2020 at this point, given that the fact that it is very far away until we are even going to be there. However, a Kotaku, or if you guys don't know who Kotaku is, it is a website you guys can easily find so much leaked information on there. And they reported that previously stated that the project was given to Treyarch following problems in the development cycle at Sledgehammer Games and Raven Software, who were in charge of the title initially, like I said. Now, that information I did cover back, I believe it was way back in like May or June. So, yeah, very long time ago. Now, this breaks the recently established Call of Duty cycle, like I said, that saw Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward alternate since Advanced Warfare. It means at the time Treyarch has to create another game essentially been halved, as you only have Modern Warfare's 1 year life cycle to follow up to 2018's Black Ops 4. Now, rumors so far have pointed towards another installment in the Black Ops series, but according to recent leaks from YouTuber and leaker Gaming Revolution, the game's title is not yet decided so far. Now, from the actual tweets, it says here that TGR has claimed to reveal numerous details on Modern Warfare but branched out to its successor on October 5th, hosting a Q&A with COD source. TGR ended up tweeting that the game's current state is 3 out of 10. Its name is still being thrown around between BO5 and just Black Ops, just like how Modern Warfare, instead of doing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, they just said Call of Duty Black Ops. Or maybe they'll just go ahead and try to make a whole another Black Ops themed type of name. Now, the person did go on and note that the notion of struggles at Treyarch would fit with Kotaku report, suggesting that they would have been handed the project at a late notice. Now, it would see a reversion to the formula of older COD titles, where Infinity Ward and Treyarch would alternate yearly. And yes, they did do that a while back, whenever it was always like Black Ops then Modern Warfare, or Black Ops then Modern Warfare 2, I believe, and then it was Black Ops 2, then they had Modern Warfare 3, then they had like Advanced Warfare, there was Ghost, there was all these types of games that were being worked on. So there was always like kind of like a little bit of a cycle that always kept games fresh. And just to kind of clarify with the cycle, if you're kind of confused on it, it almost went like this. Right now, or say whenever Black Ops 3 came out, Black Ops 3 was being worked on. The entire time Black Ops 3 was being worked on, Advanced Warfare was just getting done, which means Infinite Warfare, now that Black Ops 3 is done, Infinity Ward can now go ahead and say, okay, Advanced Warfare is done. We'll kind of make little bugs and tweaks to the game as time goes on, but we're not going to be doing anything else whenever it comes to updates or anything like that with the game. Now, while Black Ops 3 is going on, we're going to go ahead and say, let's start planning our game. And then over that year, once World War II then ended up releasing, that is where they're going to go ahead and say, okay, we really need to start thinking about how we're putting this game together, so that whenever the game would then come out, that's whenever we got Infinite Warfare, if you know what I'm saying. Now, while unconfirmed, many fans will be disappointed so far with the claims, and Black Ops 4 underwhelmed some community members who are now expressing a desire for a move away from the Black Ops series after 4 consecutive installments from Treyarch. Now, one person did go on to tweet, and they did say, and this was from a person named Angel, replying to the Game Revolution, and they said, I don't know why they're keeping that name. Treyarch should just branch off if they've already failed with Black Ops 4. Another person then ended up replying saying, sounded like it's going to be a complete rush disaster through the entirety of the game, probably a rush campaign, multiplayer levels, if they're told they have until 2021 from now. It would only be best so they could flush things out at its best and go at a pace. Now, however, other users encourage calm, arguing that it's only natural for the game to be in such an early stage due to a late notice Treyarch were given. Now, I understand where people are coming from, saying this is so bad, they're going to be rushed, this game's going to be terrible. Or some people are saying that look at Black Ops 4, the game is terrible. There's just nothing really there whenever it comes to updates. They're not doing what we think they should do. There's so many little microtransactions that's making us pay so much money for the littlest things, which is a little bit ridiculous, but that's what they did. Now, I do understand that people are probably saying Black Ops 4 is so terrible. Yes, I can agree with that. But people are starting to say Black Ops 5 is going to be terrible because of Black Ops 4. Well, technically, no. I mean, you look at the previous Black Ops games, Black Ops 1 was pretty cool. Black Ops 2 was probably the best Call of Duty. I would say arguably the best Call of Duty we've ever had. Black Ops 3 was probably the best Call of Duty whenever it came to like YouTube and anybody streaming the game. That was just one of the best years whenever it came to Call of Duty. And then other than that, Treyarch did pretty good whenever it came to their Call of Duties. Infinity Ward, they did okay. I think Sledgehammer, I think if you were to rank it 1, 2, and 3, Sledgehammer at the bottom, then Infinity Ward, then Treyarch. Treyarch has just been at the top until this year. Now, anyways, while these reports, as we said, are unconfirmed, the Game Revolution has been correct, like we always say, in a number of his leaks up to now, including the correctly predicting the 2v2 gunfight mode. So, as always, until things are confirmed by either Activision or Treyarch, you kind of have to take things as a grain of salt and just kind of wait and see what things happen. So other than that, hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy. That's all the information that I have for you guys. Hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy. Like I said, all this information is a kind of all over the place at this point. We don't really know anything going on because Treyarch, I'm really scared to see what they're going to come up with, because as always, like I said, Sledgehammer did start planning out this game, and I don't know if Treyarch is going to just kind of go off of what Sledgehammer already concocted and just take their idea and just put their own little zing on it, or if they're going to try to create a whole new game. If they were to take it as the whole game that Sledgehammer already started creating and just try to go from there and just make some changes and try to do something good with it, that I would almost like to see better than trying to just make a whole new game within 1 year as they were working on Black Ops 4. That's just my opinion. But other than that, like I said, drop a like if you guys did go on to enjoy. If you guys are brand new around here, I want to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. Make sure you guys do so, and do not forget to hit that little notification bell so you guys can stay notified the second I post. And also, if you guys want to head down in the description, all my social medias are down there, so feel free to hit me with a follow. And also, if you guys want to go ahead and rep the Hype Nation merch, link to my merch store is down there, so feel free to rep the Hype Nation brand. But without further ado, guys, it's been your boy Dean Hype. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.